Okinawan spinach. So really nice, right? Aesthetically, look. Beautiful leaf, nice coloration, nice leaf separation, very much like a crest. Smell it, it's peppery. Yeah, peppery, nice and peppery.
What does it taste like?
So you raw,
like
stir fry. We've seen it pickled. Raw kind of brings out its flavor because it has that peppery crest flavor to it. But you want the young tip. You don't want the heavy cordy on the bottom. Yeah, so always the tip. So that's why it's good to keep clipping. Yeah. How many of you herbs? You guys into herbs? You doing herbs? So a lot of times we'll get the novice gardener, right? And the novice gardener will always say, oh my God, my herbs, something's just happening to it. And it's like, well, when's the last time you pruned it? When's the last time you cut it? Oh, I don't ever cut it. That's why your plant is giving you problems. It's intended to be clipped. Herbs are intended to be plucked. That way a new something comes up, right? Same thing with Okinawan spinach. Wonderful plant because it spreads, super aggressive. However, you want that young tip to come up. Yeah, so we have to prune it. Even the overgrown ones will come through here and we'll just rip through the whole thing. And, you know, of course we wash everything off of the aquaponic bed. So the bulbs, anything aquaponic, always got to get washed. Even our spearmint table, that one's not looking so hot already. We're going to get ready to plant from seed. And just so you guys know, everything is done from seed. Yeah. Even the lettuce. If you try and regrow the head on your own at home, good luck to you. But for us, we don't, because quality and flavor, we'll never get that same thing from a fresh seed that you would from a regrown head. So that's why everything's done here, right, by seed. So
you only cut once then. You cut and then you're done.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
Cut and done. The Okinawan spinach, super easy. So if you guys want to, you don't have to hide things in it. You guys can literally grab some and just shove it in your bag right now. But it will grow. You can stick it in a pot. It just does really well for us because it's in an aquaponic bed, so it's watered, right? So, but literally it can spread out. There's also a different color. There's a white, a kind of a white or pale colored one, so you get that nice contrast if you're plating. But both taste nice and peppery. Yeah, kind of like watercress. Yeah.
When you're using those pipes and stuff, are there certain types of these are just PVC pipes, right?
PVC.
Okay,
Simple.
nothing special.
Lava cinder. Yeah, PVC piping. Sis, you had a question? Mr. Show?
Wait, are you serious? You can pull it out?
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
In order to clean, it'll bubble up and over. That's really expensive.
Oh.
Huh? Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Just pull out.
Just pull a couple, right? 50-50 chance. So pull another one. Check out the root.
How much is like a ton?
I don't know how much a ton is because we actually buy a truckload, and I don't know how much that truckload weighs.
So, well, how much is it?
About, I want to say 1,500.
Oh wow.
About there, yeah. So
And
they
how far
dump
does
it in
it-
our bay. I mean, we can do like at least 5-6 tables. Not too bad, yeah. Depending on the weight. So this is a combination, right? This is big and small.
Okay.
The cinder that we've been getting in is all small, which is like why we don't want to flip the tables. We want the big to take up the space. It's cheaper. But yeah, so that's the other tables will have to be done. This one just needs to be weeded and we can fire this guy up. So yeah,
Is it hard to keep them clean though? Because you're saying like
you should keep them clean. You should try and take out as much weeds and algae as possible. That way it doesn't clog. Oops, sorry. So that way it doesn't clog, right? But once you haven't cleaned it for years, I'm talking like a couple years, we've had the same cinder,
Right.
it's time to flip it. It's time to get new cinder.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can't get into every crevice, right? And then you start to overload with worms and then it gets kind of crazy.
Yeah.
What do you do? Just put that in the ground and let them grow.
Yeah.
So we can eat all these leaves now?
You could, but it's kind of cordy.
Yeah,
It's kind of
like
cordy. So just the tip is
the
what
tip
you
is
really
one,
want.
yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
tip is young, they're tender.
Like this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
like
this.
smaller ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like that. Okay.
Yeah, and you want to clip the whole tip so you get a new shoot, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, this is spearmint tips. Spearmint tips do really well, but again, we get the particulars. So, one account wants this only. That size,
Oh my goodness.
right? And I want 5 containers of it, that size.
Goodness.
Yeah, so the labor
So
on
good.
it,
Yeah.
your
It's like a
container,
mojito right off the
right?
bat.
They just
So
This
what
thing just
happens is
spreads
it
wide.
does. This is spearmint though, yeah, not
Yeah.
English mint.
Oh, okay.
This is regular spearmint, so this is a good one. However, we need to pluck more than just the tip yeah, in order to rejuvenate the table and get the young sprouts. So what we do is we will actually take the whole sprig, right? Pluck the tip off for you, and then we will resell this portion to another restaurant that may have a bar. All they're gonna do is muddle and crush, right? So you get a double, but I only expended the labor one time. I'm not gonna have my people come back up here and do another harvest on something that we just took off, right? It just doesn't make sense. If you folks came here 4 years ago, all of this would have been Manoa. And 2 years after that, rat lung hit on the other side of the island, right? Responsible farmer, we decided to react quickly and take all of our lettuce that was on the table that needed to be washed up off the table away from the grow media. We're closer to the ground as opposed to the hydroponic channels, and we made a decision to now move our Manoa onto channels and not use any cinder or any of that for that reason. The other part of it is if you had us as workers, right, this is your farm and we got to harvest 5 tables at 100-foot length and wash everything, how much would you sell your lettuce for, right? Now you're untouchable because you're too expensive. So that variation is huge. The other crazy thing about the rat lung thing that some people may not hear is when that hit, they had a trespasser, homeless person, go onto their farm, steal vegetables, not wash, ingest, and now they're sick. But you don't hear that. And you never hear that the farmer never recovers, right? We would never recover from something like that. So therefore, to counter that, we decided to just be more responsible. Yes, we would love to see rows and rows and rows of Manoa lettuce, but it just doesn't happen in the price range that you want it to be, right? You want to be at the $4 a pound when you're retailing it outside, not, you know, $9, $10 a pound. Nobody's gonna buy you, and that's why people don't want to buy local, because it's expensive. So there goes the circle, right? Anyway, so that's our story with the spearmint. And then we're doing some nice radishes. These aren't ready yet. This is all radish. We'll sell you the leaves if, you know, if they're nice. But normally, lately, we've been getting eaten quite a bit. And these are all young, but we're hoping that the leaves stay nice on this one. This is all watermelon radish, yeah? Know, the ease of harvesting. The bulbs got to get washed anyway, yeah? So this kind of stuff can stay with us because we don't want you to have any red spider mites in your possession, right? So we keep the grow media up here. The bulb is washed, boom, ready to go, right? So we're gonna do, so part of this table was done. I don't know why we selected and left like 12, but whatever. So we do red meat, yeah, red meat. Red meat, radish, so very much you get the bite. Red meat is tight on the inside, yeah? The pink is really tight, and then you have that rind, that white layer on the outside. And then there's Montanchong, bigger, yeah? Really big with little bit white on that one. So when you mandolin or they're together, looks really nice, yeah? So everything to do with radish flavor. The bulbs are dense, it's nice, it's not watery. And they do really well. So it's nice to have that contrast.
Yeah, I'm used to the smell.
Yeah. And we don't do daikong. Some people ask. Daikong is best ground in the ground. We don't do well with it here. Too much gasiness for us. But yeah, so really, really good size. We did have a restaurant before. How can you tell you're overwatering? Your bulbs will crack. Yeah, too much. Too fast. Too long on the table, it's not going to get it. It's just sucking up your energy.
What about
and
the
then
small daikon that's a radish size?
Radish side, we did breakfast before and we did Easter. So if it's white, it's not really fun. We let them do that. If that's your only crop and you're going to do, you know, daikon kimchi, if you're going to sell to hams, that's perfect, yeah. We wanted that little bit niche. We wanted the fun stuff in between and still pretty, but we'll do the, we'll do the nice colors on the outside. And then this one real pretty on the inside, so we have that contrast. It's just, it's too hot right now. Don't want to do that, yeah, because then we over water. Then we're going to end up splitting ourselves, yeah. So it just doesn't work out like that. The Easter radishes do well. It's not doing well for us at the moment. So we'll be changing that up. But some restaurants want the big size. Why? Because when when they slice and cut, they want to make a taco shell. Really cool. But to get it to that size without cracking is hard. Yeah, really hard. You gotta have that control, and it's really hard. It's not such a long foot of a table. Yeah, so smaller table, perhaps. Would we dedicate it that much? Then we need the space if you're gonna do that kind of bowl. So it's kind of a toss up in our math. Yeah, we gotta just recalculate what we're doing. But it was a good concept nonetheless. So
Where's the water for these things come from?
city water. We buy
city
city
water?
water. Yep, all city water. It's already regulated.
Do you recirculate it then, or?
This is recirculating. Yeah, it comes back to the table and it goes down to the fish and comes back to us again. Yep. Very much recirculating.